We all know meetings are inevitable in organizations. We also know how people are bored in meeting, how people avoid meetings, how people are skeptical about meetings, and how people distract and chat in meetings. But meetings are inevitable. They are inevitable because when you want to change course of action, you need people to discuss, deliberate, decide, debate, dialogue in meetings. So any meeting which happens must have a purpose. And it's for leaders to really be a facilitator of the meeting, guide the course of action, focus on the purpose, bring everyone's experience, the diversity of experience that remains there in the group. It's for leader to bring different perspectives, different viewpoints, competing viewpoints, even contradictory viewpoints. And that's where I say the leader's main role is to create that cohesion in the meeting, that the group finally is converging to a common purpose. And this is where the leader's presence and influence are the key determinant to make any meeting purposeful. In these days of PowerPoint presentations, and frankly speaking, PowerPoint disempowers me. And even PowerPoints can be dysfunctional. Everything needs to be planned in terms of content, in terms of how much should go on for the purpose of discussion, how much the group can handle in terms of information. And each meeting, therefore, must be planned accordingly, and more than planning when you are actually in the meeting. It's leader's role to ensure that the participants of the meeting remain at the very heart of the issue. They don't distract. And this is where the magical touch of leader is required to bring the group onto the commonality of discussion and evolve unity of purpose out of several viewpoints. When we were transforming our organization, one of the drivers of our transformation was our morning meetings. Every single day, round the year, 9:30 to 10:30, the discipline of the meeting and the discipline of issues. We never allowed in our meeting long presentations, the charts and the histograms and the complicated tables and whatnot. We discussed issues. We discussed issues in regard to building of organization. We brought issues from different sources. I remember once I bought 5 emails sent by customers about our customer service, and that was discussed in that meeting. I enjoyed meeting mostly which were agenda-less, and these agenda-less meetings created the future of our organization. We normally didn't keep business agenda in these meetings, but all the drivers of the business. What are the drivers? How are we responding to our customers? What is our communication ecosystem? How are we developing people? how our policies are working on the ground, how they are not working in the ground. And once we started discussing the drivers of our business, the business was natural outcome. My learning from whole host of meetings in my career that I have attended can be summed up like this, that meetings must have a purpose. Meeting should follow a discipline. Meeting should generally engage the heart of people, and that's where leader's role comes, to see that the people are not periphery on the discussion, but at the center of discussion. Meetings can be magical, they can be enchanting, if only leaders engage themselves with the meetings.